Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, April 4th, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 550 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Nobody in Texas is asking to ban all guns, we just want common sense from leaders. Southwest Airlines passengers dance and cheer as couple accused of refusing to wear masks get thrown off flight. Dominion, will one Canadian company bring down Trump's empire of disinformation? My son was killed in the Charlotte shooting, can we stop this crisis? Police removed artwork and signs from a memorial for George Floyd outside the site of Derek Chauvin's trial. Argentina's president tests positive for COVID after vaccination. Trump calls for boycott of more companies over Georgia voting law. First confirmed case of Indian coronavirus variant in U.S. found in California. DeSantis declares state of emergency over leak at Tampa Bay area wastewater pond. Egyptian mummies paraded through Cairo in ancient rulers' procession. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Tina Turner fans outraged she's not in Rock and Roll Hall of Solo, TMZ. Myanmar's military has killed over 40 children since the coup. Here's one child's story, The New York Times. SNL kicks off Daniel Kaluuya's episode by diving into Matt Gaetz, Lil Nas X controversies, The Washington Post. DMX reportedly hospitalized in critical condition after drug overdose, NPR. Gonzaga vs. Baylor for the NCAA Tournament Championship is the perfect way to end an imperfect season, CBS Sports. Suggs hits buzzer beater in overtime, Gonzaga tops UCLA 93-90, NBC Sports. Easter Sunday grocery, drugstore chains, Trader Joe's, Walmart open, while Costco, Target, Publix closed, USA Today. NASA Perseverance rover drops Ingenuity helicopter off on Mars surface, CNET. Mark Zuckerberg's cell phone number goes online after massive Facebook hack, New York Post. One dead, two with life-threatening injuries following triple shooting in Virginia Beach, Wavy.com. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Watch, incredible buzzer beater in March Madness Final Four. Scientists stumped by creepy sidewalk worm. Matt Gaetz's book praised Trump for ending family man attitude in White House. Trump campaign used scam tactics to sap money from supporters, NIT. Bruce Springsteen, Barack Obama discuss how politicians appropriated Born in the USA. Bears are acting like friendly dogs due to a strange brain condition. For Republicans, 2021 is the year to target trans kids. Georgia governor vows fight after MLB pulls All-Star game over voting law. Amazon apologizes for snarky, and flat-out wrong, bottle denial. Update, DMX on life support after suffering heart attack, lawyer says. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Mom, school mistakenly put daughter on wrong bus. Thousands attend funeral for volunteer firefighter. Ex-wastewater plant supervisor sentenced to prison. Missing fisherman's boat found going in circles. Human error results in ape while receiving vaccine. Man with fake checks, military IDs arrested. Video of hostage situation in jail released. Gerald Reed leaves prison after sentence commuted. School pictures capture the moment for generations. Good Samaritan saved family from floodwaters. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Johnson & Johnson put in charge of plant that ruined millions of vaccine doses. Minority entrepreneurs struggle to get small business relief loans. Amid awakening, Asian Americans are still taking shape as a political force. The confidence, speed and shooting of Ari McDonald. Virus variants, Capitol Hill, NCAA, your weekend briefing. After coup, Myanmar's military rule is an exception. Myanmar's military has killed over 40 children since the coup. Here's one child's story. Battle for the soul of Soho, a debate on gentrification, race and wealth. On SNL, Britney Spears renders judgment on Matt Gaetz. Gonzaga beats UCLA with a buzzer beater in overtime. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Dog steals microphone from TV reporter in adorable viral moment. Max Lucado, on Easter, the hands of Jesus, nails and the promise of his death on a cross. Biden holds first call with Ukrainian president amid Russian aggression in the region. Maoist attack in India leaves 5 police officers dead, at least 18 missing, reports. Kansas woman arrested over April Fool's call telling daughter she was shot, report. Arizona Governor Ducey, Biden DHS Chief Mayorkas divorced from reality about border security. Dairy Queen bringing back dreamsicle dipped cone, non-dairy daily bar for spring. Man dies after jumping from Staten Island ferry. Kansas GOP ends state's mask mandate hours after Dem governor extended it. Cuomo's cheating on Sandra Lee was an open secret, sources say. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, April 4th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Louis Anderson on Coming to America, I felt like I was with a family I hadn't seen in a long time. Why are fewer Americans involved in organized religion? I almost died 3 times. 25-year-old COVID survivor, Jason Barboza, sends warning after severe recovery complications. Republican Congressman Doug Malthus' new bill would ban COVID vaccine passports. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Soviet spy Anthony Blunt gave KGB letters from Queen's uncles that showed depth of Nazi sympathies. Easter Sunday celebrated around the world with socially distanced services amid COVID restrictions. Next year's Oxford versus Cambridge boat race could pass Big Ben in front of a million-strong crowd. Kate is being very careful to ensure she doesn't outstrip William, royal expert claims. Nursery teachers must teach toddlers about white privilege, unions say. How to style your hair and makeup for coming out of lockdown. You must be joking. Police stop car for running a red light only to find a live sheep in the boot. Tory MPs slam union guidance for nursery teachers to be taught about white privilege. Boris Johnson plans emergency literacy push over COVID impact on children's reading skills. Sex addict, 90, is among almost 100 patients treated for condition in UK hospitals. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. In another lockdown, disrupted Easter, a tired Italy cannot escape the virus. Ivory Coast is falling behind its vaccination schedule. Health workers fear thousands of shots could expire. Japan's PM aims to calm China-Taiwan tension on U.S. visit. 12 dead, 4 missing after fishing boat sinks in eastern China. Myanmar anti-coup protesters launch Easter egg strike. This Grand Moscow store was a land of plenty since the Tsars. Its 120-year run is near an end. Heavy rains trigger landslide, floods in Indonesia, 23 dead. Dubai police arrest group overload video of naked women. What to know about Jordan, the U.S. ally that faced an alleged coup attempt. Canada's variant-fueled COVID-19 surge prompts new restrictions. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. The elite controllers who can naturally suppress HIV. Myanmar protesters paint anti-coup slogans on Easter eggs. Coronavirus hive, COVID vaccine passports to be trialed in England. Love me do, quite good, wrote John in revealing cache of Beatles letters. A good start but miles to go, progressive Nina Turner on Biden and Democrats' future. No one explained, fracking brings pollution, not wealth, to Navajo land. If your dog goes for my sheep, then I will shoot, UK farmers warn walkers. Below the surface, reports of rising shark attacks don't tell the whole story. Underwater cables, where the ocean meets the internet, in pictures. With Joe Biden's own audacious New Deal, the Democratic left rediscovers its soul. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. 11 killed, 19 injured in China truck bus highway collision. Facebook data on more than 500 Mac accounts found online. NCAA fans' death prompts contact tracing in Indiana. Patchwork, Braves cover All-Star logo on jerseys, shift hats. Rapper DMX in grave condition in hospital, attorney. Police, men with pole trashes Asian-owned convenience store. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Jordan's Prince Hamza bin Hussein under house arrest. Florida declares state of emergency over toxic wastewater leak. Amazon apologizes for wrongly denying drivers need to urinate in bottles. Rapper DMX in hospital after heart attack. Long-lost pen pals reunited after 70 years. Project 17, solving Singapore's food waste problem. Marwa El Slither, I was blamed for blocking the Suez Canal. COVID-19, France enters third national lockdown amid intensive care unit surge. Women charged for refusing Irish hotel quarantine. Egypt mummies pass through Cairo in ancient rulers' parade. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Customs and Border Protection Officer says racism at Michigan-Canada border happens daily, it needs to be exposed. No justice, no streets, still grieving, Minneapolis residents wonder how city will move forward after Derek Chauvin trial. George Floyd's addiction could change how we talk about drug use in Black Americans. Senseless violence, 3 dead, 4 more injured in shooting at North Carolina house party, police say. Michigan's case spike could repeat across U.S., Italy enters Easter lockdown, Florida bans vaccine passports, latest COVID-19 updates. Broadway is back. Tight security at U.S. Capitol after fatal attack. Man with pole trashes Asian-owned convenience store. 3 dead in North Carolina house shooting. Governor Kemp, MLB cave to fear over voting bill. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Remains of missing woman, 19, found in remote area of Siskiyou County. LA County moves into the orange tier Monday, here's what will change. Orange shooting victims, a prom king, a loving daughter, a young boy, a cheerful colleague. Federal government considers 2 more California sites to house unaccompanied migrant children. Six Flags Magic Mountain reopens, COVID safety measures change even the bathrooms. 6 Los Angeles Catholic schools to close, victims of pandemic hardship, years of struggle. After almost a century, landmark Sears store in Boyle Heights will soon close. How sewing masks for the vulnerable stitch together an empowering Facebook community. Column, a week later, here's what happened to some of the homeless people booted from Echo Park. Column, Derek Chauvin's race-baiting defense is rooted in centuries-old stereotypes. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, April 4th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Cars set on fire and 20 police injured in Northern Ireland Brexit protests. Barrier reef doomed as up to 99% of coral at risk, report finds. 533 million Facebook accounts leaked online exposing phone numbers, addresses and more. COVID-19, France enters third national lockdown amid intensive care unit surge. European flat oysters reintroduced to UK waters after being extinct since 19th century. Inuit women gather to help save their Inuktitut dialect from extinction. Egypt puts on a show as it moves royal mummies to new home. Canada's third COVID-19 wave sickening young people, fueled by variants. UN chief welcomes revocation of US sanctions against ICC officials. Companies back moratorium on deep-sea mining. A Jordanian royal family member and the former head of the royal court have been arrested. Egypt demands over $1 billion in damages after Suez Canal blockage. Argentina's president who was vaccinated tests positive for COVID-19. Gay asylum seeker in Montreal, said to face nearly certain death in Jordan, to be deported Monday. BBC News, Kill the Bill protests, defend right to protest, former Labour leader Corbyn tells marchers. The next headlines are from Forbes. The growing case for banning pesticides linked to suicides. Carbon capture has to get as big as oil industry in less than 30 years. March Madness, Gonzaga's Mark Few on Jalen Suggs' game-winning three-pointer, I knew when he shot it, it was going in. Atlanta Braves remove all-star Lagos, struggle on field 2. COVID-19 strikes NHL's Vancouver Canucks with over a dozen players and coaches affected. The horrific attacks and hate crimes against Asian Americans are the focus of a new 60 Minutes Plus investigation. The 10 best new movies to stream on Netflix this April. Rapper DMX in serious condition after heart attack, lawyer says. Why the Permian Basin may not be the best place to store nuclear waste. The 25 most popular movies on Netflix in 2021, update, April 3rd. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,696,519,635 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Amundsen, The Greatest Expedition Review, an authentic Arctic adventure, but mostly a rather icy biopic. Daniel Kaluuya's Saturday Night Live monologue compares American and British racism. Saturday Night Live weighs in on Lil Nas X, Pepe Le Pew, Matt Gaetz controversies. Makeup and Hairstylists Awards, Ma Rainey, Bridgerton and Lady Gaga's 911 win. Moby Doc, first look at film based on musical pioneer's life. Massimo Gianelli released from prison early, finishing sentence under home confinement. Nathan Lane, Savion Glover usher Broadway's first performance since pandemic shutdown. Zendaya joins Space Jam, a new legacy as Lola Bunny. Venice winner Lorenzo Vigas is the box sported by the Match Factory. Pulitzer-nominated playwright Arthur Kopit dies at 83. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. High-profile figures in Jordan arrested for security reasons. Georgia governor criticizes MLB for buying into liberal lies about new election law. Royal mummies paraded through downtown Cairo in museum move. Suez Canal traffic backlog finally cleared following the Ever Given saga. Slain U.S. Capitol Police officer was an 18-year department veteran, father of two. Opinion: animals deserve gender pronouns, too. Portland activists built resilience fund inspired by racial justice protests. People are stealing Legos, here's why. Saving endangered bonobos teaches a lesson in empathy. States step in to stop colleges holding transcripts ransom for unpaid bills. The following headlines are from The Week. This year's Final Four has a distinctly Western flavor. Trump campaign used dizzyingly complex pre-checked boxes to reel in recurring donations amid dwindling finances. U.S. reports 4 million COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in a day for first time. Russia may be probing Biden administration with troop buildup at Ukrainian border. Former Florida GOP congressman, state politicians assuming Gates's career is over. There's no longer a traffic jam in the Suez Canal, authority says. 10 things you need to know today, April 3, 2021. Trump, GOP lawmakers direct ire at MLB over All-Star Game decision. Grading charter schools. Biden's lose-lose immigration strategy. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. Women supporting women in science. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A lake in a Martian crater was once filled by glacial runoff. Interstellar comet Borisov is so pristine, it's probably never been close to a star before. Satellites have brightened the skies by about 10% across the entire planet. TESS has found 2,200 potential exoplanets so far. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, April 4th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Last quarter moon on April 4th, 2021. The next news is from Politico. Biden's first 100 days. Vienna meeting signals new push to revive Iran nuclear deal. Jordan prince says he's confined, lashes out at authorities. Suspect in Capitol attack suffered delusions, source says. 7 democracy activists just got convicted, what was really on trial? I thought I knew how to succeed as an Asian in U.S. politics. Boy, was I wrong. Pharmacy score customer data in vaccine effort, some are crying foul. Schumer, Senate will act on marijuana legalization with or without Biden. Biden bets that he can change how America thinks about migration. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. AFL 2021 live updates, Carlton Blues v Fremantle Dockers, GWS Giants v Melbourne Demons. IMF says copy Abbott's budget repair levy, warns against big spending cuts. McSween looking to emulate Freeman's stall feat. RLPA calls for urgent review before introduction of 18th man rule. Blues set to re-sign Cripps as he answers his critics. Violence is death, Archbishop preaches peace and hope at Easter. Multiple people injured after boat explosion on Hawkesbury River. He cannot breathe, the troubled life and tragic death of Danny Richards. A close-up view, what parents learned about their kids in lockdown. push for investigation into Scientology's charity status. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. International Living, here are the 10 best places in the world to retire. Where should I retire? We want to retire somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina on $3,400 a month in Social Security. Where should we go? Mark Hulbert, stock investors are being warned that reflation doesn't always lift the market higher. Deep dive, these infrastructure stocks could rise up to 41% in a year on Biden's massive spending plan, analysts say. Tax Watch, taxpayers won't have to file extra paperwork to get this valuable unemployment tax break, IRS confirms. Mutual Funds Weekly, these money and investing tips can put a spring in your investing steps. Economic Preview, inflation is back in Wall Street's crosshairs as the U.S. economy surges again. Newswatch, what's next after stock market bubbles and Archegos chaos mark trading in first quarter? Where should I retire? I want year-round out-the-door living, dry summers and no snow, on $4,000 a month. Where should I retire? The Moneyest, I'm dating a married man. He made me the beneficiary on a $100K life insurance policy. Could his wife sue to claim this money? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Inventions of UWP professor, students take aim at invasive species, TelegraphHerald.com. UNESCO invites QU professor to contribute to EOLSS, the Peninsula Cotter. The next headlines are from Quartz. 5G in Kenya, MasterCard's bet, Bitcoin remittances. Klarna's path to Europe's most valuable startup began with utter defeat. Recent research from South Africa is redefining our timeline of human evolution. Next, startups key 5 Runo. Is the SPAC craze finally cooling off? The UK is leaving Europe's carbon market as prices hit record highs. Weight loss app Noom was ready for its pandemic moment. How evolution's largest questions could be answered by Madagascar's smallest creatures. Weekend edition, everything's a space company, Singapore's urban farms, stork ladies. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, March 28, April 3rd. Sony ends support for PlayStation Store for PSP, PS3, and Vita. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Barcelona. St. Vincent. Baylor University. Daniel Kaluuya. Corey Kispert. Piney Point, Florida. Drew Tim. 10 Commandments movie. Mahalia Jackson. Baylor vs. Houston. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Alaska won't let Biden stop its oil boom. We're so stupid following our politicians, NBA legend Charles Barkley says Dems and GOP allied in dividing and conquering America. Armed activists join march in protest against death of Michigan man in police custody last year, video. China molds new bourse to lure overseas listed firms, media. Egypt parades 22 mummies through Cairo, showing off ancient heritage and putting Pharaoh's curse myth to rest, photos, video. Jordanian King Abdullah's half-brother placed under house arrest as security forces thwart coup attempt. Massive database of 533 million Facebook users with phones leaked online, but tech giant says it's just old data. Florida expands evacuation zone amid state of emergency in Manatee County over fears of imminent breach of wastewater reservoir. Police say dozens arrested, 10 officers injured at policing operation, also known as Kill the Bill protests. CBS News deletes tweet promoting 3 ways companies can fight Georgia voting law after it was accused of Dem activism. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Biden administration and Iran, secret deals and appeasement back on the table? USEF prepares for imminent hypersonic missile test. So MLB is fine with games in Cuba and training in China, but Georgia has a human rights problem? Huge breach, personal data of 533 million Facebook users leaked online. Greenwald, the enduring terror of violent crime victimhood. Structural collapse could occur at any time. Florida county evacuates residents near imminent radioactive wastewater spill. Iowa governor signs bill into law letting residents buy, carry guns without permits. Apple knowingly sold defective MacBook Pros, says California judge. Saturday satire, Dems will not legitimize Georgia's racist election law by reading it to see what it says. Tweeting is easy, governing is hard, AOC deemed among least effective lawmakers according to study. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Utmost danger, Jordan cracks down on threat to stability. In pictures, millions mark Easter under COVID-19 restrictions. What we know so far about Prince Hamza's house arrest. Indian security personnel killed after ambush by Maoists. How COVID-19 has impacted Nigerians with disabilities. Ethiopia says Eritrean troops withdrawing from Tigray. Profile, who is Jordan's Prince Hamza? In pictures, Egyptian mummies paraded through Cairo. Bulgarians vote for new parliament amid corruption, COVID woes. Simon Coveney, is Ireland an emerging Celtic tiger of diplomacy? The next headlines are from Breitbart. Armie Hammer exits Broadway show the minutes amid sexual assault claims. Video, Fauci answers children's coronavirus questions on Nickelodeon news breaks. Teen Review, a legendary Tina Turner says farewell in superb HBO documentary. NYPD orders officers to allow people to smoke weed in public. Gallup, majority of Republican voters view foreign trade as threat to U.S. Barack Obama cheers MLB for moving the All-Star game. Watch, anti-capitalist agitator falls off NYC building while attempting to deface it. Labor Ceci Walsh, minimum wage raise about raising the opportunity to earn a living, pretty hard to live on $15 an hour. AZ National Guard head, there's worldwide marketing campaign by cartels to smuggle people over border. Salon, where is the Truth Committee against Donald Trump, regime members? The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 5 of the most unique airplane hangars in the world. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. April 2nd, mysterious shaking booms in southeastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island and Connecticut. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. A single injection reverses blindness in patient with rare genetic disorder, another RNA success. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. Watch a mama black bear struggle hilariously to get all 4 cubs across the road. Parole officer empathy training leads to a 13% drop in offenders returning to jail. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, April 4th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Costco, Target and dozens of others will be closed for Easter, giving frontline workers the holiday off. Xiaomi has released mosquito killer, not flagship killer this time. 10 feet snake pulled from toilet after biting man's bum. Amazon offers rare apology, says it will look for solutions to drivers peeing in bottles. One day, your home could be made with mushrooms. Amazon admits its drivers sometimes have to pee in bottles. Marine vet condemns marijuana, says he toked up in Kentucky and woke up in Kenya. Pro fighter loses finger during MMA match. Young couple mistakenly vandalizes $440,000 painting in South Korea. Police, body on I-83 overpass was actually a sex doll. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. This Python and Django training can turn you into an in-demand developer for under $30. X-rays out of Uranus make the ice planet look like an 80s album cover. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, April 4th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. The triple team, has Donovan Mitchell become one of the elite shooters in the NBA? Utah Jazz settle for only 26 made 3 assists. They annihilate Orlando, get the end of rotation guys some run. Woman dead after being shot by ex-boyfriend in Ogden. Utah gymnastics team posts a season high in winning regional and advancing to NCAA championships. We can learn from the COVID-19 pandemic, President Russell M. Nelson tells Latter-day Saints. Latter-day Saint apostles denounce racist attacks, cyberbullying and abortion. LDS Church names new primary presidency and general authorities. Convert baptisms plunged by nearly 50% during year of COVID, LDS Church reports. David Brooks, how COVID isolation can change your personality. Utah reports 1 new death, 447 new COVID-19 cases. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Other ways Biden's infrastructure plan could power America's shift from fossil fuels. Fallen debris from SpaceX satellite launch crashes on a farm. Fake app on Apple's App Store scams user out of 17.1 bitcoins, $600,000. Information on 500 million Facebook users leaked online. NIT, if you care about privacy, it's time to try a new web browser. Alma Linux released as a stable rail clone for those who liked CentOS. Amazon fesses up, that peeing in bottles thing is probably true. Will VW face regulatory scrutiny over its Volkswagen prank like Elon Musk did for his tweets? Privacy advocate confronts ACLU over its use of Google and Facebook targeted advertising. FSF management team resigns, as FSF now seeks improved transparency. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Restaurant owners looking to hire as temperatures get warmer and indoor dining demands increase. Helicopter drops thousands of Easter eggs for hunt in St. Peter's. Toddler grazed by bullet in South St. Louis triple shooting. See how people are enjoying the warm Easter weekend at Creve Coeur Lake. 1 dead, 2 injured in early morning North St. Louis car crash. Rapper DMX reported in grave condition in New York hospital. 22-year-old dies in single car accident in Warren County. Drops in COVID transmission rate stall in St. Louis area. Senate gun rights bill would create armed volunteers. From childcare to COVID, rising job market faces obstacles. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. 64-year-old man shot while standing near street. A year with no shows, concert venues can reopen indoors this month. Hiker finds body of missing 19-year-old last seen in Oakland. Plus up stimulus checks, IRS sending batch of 4 million payments. Musgrove dominates Diamondbacks for 7-0 win in Padres debut. Convention Center shelter expected to hit capacity Sunday with group's arrival. University of California victim of nationwide hack attack. Why 2 groups tend to report more COVID-19 vaccine side effects. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Black Widow trailer, I spy a new Marvel movie. Côte d'Ivoire, new target for jihadist groups, Journal du Cameroun. Debris reveals its deadliest alien zone yet. Vladimir Putin voted Russia's sexiest man in poll of 2,000 Russians. Retired mail carrier from Walworth charged with stalking current, former employees of U.S. Postal Service, FingerLakes1.com. Game of Thrones and The Crown favorites set to star in new spy drama when Edinburgh's King's reopens. The Sting, how a Canadian is fighting back in Syria's high-stakes disinformation war. Friends star David Schwimmer's Sky Show Intelligence confirms June season to release. Fred VanVleet exits game vs Warriors with strained hip flexor, will not return. Paul Whittington's TV Picks of the Week, The Spy in the Palace. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marines releases fascinating video of heavy lifts with CH-53 helicopters. U.S. Navy beefs up its Red Sea presence. U.S. Army taps Barrett for 2,800 Mk-22 sniper rifles. Anniston Army Depot upgrades Paladin cabs for new extended-range cannon. U.S. Air Force awards contract to Raytheon for integration of new air-launched munitions. British Army to upgrade its heavy rocket launchers. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, April 4th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Source, suspect in Capitol attack suffered delusions. It's on, Gonzaga versus Baylor for the national championship. Suspect's wife says she can't understand California attack. Attorney reacts after 2 Vallejo police officers fired. Amazon apologizes to congressman for bogus peeing tweet. Georgia governor vows a fight after MLB relocates All-Star game. Safely celebrating this Easter weekend. DMX hospitalized in White Plains after heart attack amid reports of overdose, lawyer. 2 hospitalized following double motorcycle crash on HWI-1 in San Mateo County. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Myanmar anti-coup protesters launch Easter egg strike. Davis scheduled to start for Chicago against Pittsburgh. Feisty Reds top Cardinals 9-6 for first win of season. Mercedes first modern player to open year 8 for 8 streak ends. Pacers end 3-game skid with 139-133 OT win over Spurs. Wheaton Peace Circle helping Latinos heal from pandemic's trauma. Grammar Moses, because. Illinois High Court removes Glendale Heights president from April 6 ballot. Former Palatine veteran plans to continue all his local volunteering. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Malawi, Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 10 km, in, unknown, March 4, 2021, 2026 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.9 m, depth 328.74 km, in Indonesia March 4, 2021, 1842 UTC, few people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.6 m, depth 10 km, in, unknown, March 4, 2021, 1:16 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, April 4th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Rapper DMX still on life support following heart attack, publicist now says. East End bar owner says doctors cannot remove stray bullet from his abdomen. Bayou City nears 100 homicides in 2021 with spike in violent killings. Good Samaritans help family of 5 after rollover crash in League City. University of Houston's men's basketball team ends great season. A coach partnership with Houston billionaire helps bring national exposure to Cougs. Bartender, customer wounded when bullet rips through wall in second ward shooting. The artist behind entwined art installation in Golden Gate Park. Congresswoman gives update on 300 migrant girls housed in Houston. Mostly cloudy with a few showers for Easter Sunday. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Bulgaria's leader seeks fourth term amid pandemic protests. Rikako Ike qualifies for Tokyo Olympic after leukemia. Pope Francis sent condolences to victims of train crash in Taiwan. Dubai police arrest group overload video of naked women. 17 missing in Indonesia fishing boat, cargo ship collision. Second batch of 199,200 doses of AZ vaccine arrives in Taiwan. Embiid scores 24 points in return, 76ers beat Timberwolves. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, Super Mario is super lucrative. Cuomo's behind-the-scenes power plays contradicted public image during pandemic's early phase, report says. Queenston says cop accused of kneeling on man's neck didn't violate chokehold ban. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. After MLB yanks All-Star game from Georgia in protest, Queens lawmaker pitches for Citi Field to host. New York's COVID numbers continue to decline as more travelers take to the skies. City ignoring mandate informing a detainee's right to vote, legal advocates say. Brooklyn Botanic Gardens cherry trees are starting to bloom. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Bill Gates' geoengineering plot to block the sun is scrapped, for now. YouTube deleted 2.5 million dislikes from Biden White House videos, data indicates. Ukraine to hold joint military drills with NATO amid escalating tensions with Russia. Hunter Biden's full of it, he knows it's his laptop, and he wasn't hacked. U.S. carrier launches operations in East Med as top U.S. Syria policies are calls Al-Qaeda leader an asset. Students at Florida high school warned they will be re-educated if caught not wearing a mask. New York City Council passes police reforms that includes ending qualified immunity for NYPD officers. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Unique April 3, 2021 date draws lines for Vegas wedding licenses. Rapper DMX on life support after heart attack, lawyer says. Facebook data on more than 500 Mac accounts found online. Rapper DMX reportedly hospitalized in grave condition after OD. Georgia governor vows to fight after MLB yanks All-Star game. UK, benefits outweigh risks for AstraZeneca despite 7 deaths. Did Pete Buttigieg stage a bike ride after riding in SUV? AP source, suspect in Capitol attack suffered delusions. Did U.S. Navy SEALs rescue trafficked children from Ever Given ship? Amazon apologizes to congressman for bogus peeing tweet. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Finally, a pair of earbuds that look great and sound better. The pressure men face to act like men is literally toxic. Corruption was built into the Brooklyn Bridge. Washington Roebling made it stand strong. Gareth Evans on his action-packed AMC series Gangs of London and passing on the Raid 3. The next time you're out west you might see clouds on steroids. DNC Chair Jamie Harrison, the Democratic brand is broken. HBO's Exterminate All the Brutes is a flawed study of white colonialist rape and terror. Trust the science, the blue state surge is real. The anti-cancel culture Republican Party is trying to cancel OnlyFans. How to tackle a bullying, alcoholic, racist named Hemingway. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Aaron Boone heartened MLB moved All-Star game out of Georgia. Knicks Reggie Bullock dominates against Pistons. Yankees hoping Luke Voigt will be back sometime in May. In Myanmar, Easter eggs become symbol of defiance for anti-coup protesters. Mets Seth Lugo has begun throwing. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Video shows octopus attack man on Australian beach. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. This is what I really want to do. Fordham University snowboarder keeps his eyes on the 2022 Paralympics prize. Alabama fan who attended NCAA tournament dies from COVID-19, reports. 500 million gallons of toxic water could swamp Tampa area county. Jordan King's half-brother says he's been placed on house arrest amid unrest. Andrew Yang returns to NYC mayoral campaign trail after kidney stone. Endangered right whales have highest birth rate since 2015. Egypt holds massive parade as mummified pharaohs get new home. Phoenix couple charged with murder after adopted daughter's hidden remains found during 2020 house fire. Scooter Brown, BTS label sign $1 billion revolutionizing deal. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp hits back at baseball and woke corporations over criticism of restrictive Republican voting law. The following headlines are from military.com. The military faces of COVID-19, 5 stories of lives the community lost to the virus. Nigerian fighter jet missing, jihadist group claims attack. Naval Academy midshipman granted liberty after being restricted to rooms for nearly a month. Feds, couple tried to travel by ship to join Islamic State. Raploria, Suez Canal blockage shows need for Navy focus on maritime choke points. Deadly breach could delay decisions on capital fencing. VA expected Iraq-Afghanistan wars would lead to toxic exposures, agency reveals. The world's oldest living Air Force general just turned 107. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Easter in Chicago, a sunny weather forecast and the warmest, coldest, wettest and snowiest holidays on record in Chicago. Driver shot on Kennedy Expressway in Avondale neighborhood, state police. Family of Anthony Alvarez, 22-year-old man killed in Chicago police shooting, speaks at Loop rally, we want answers. Robert Marks, rabbi who marched with MLK in Chicago and fought for social justice over decades, dies at 93. Here's what you need to know about COVID-19 vaccines in Illinois. How to try to get a COVID-19 vaccine in Chicago. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, COVID-19 restrictions may very well return in suburban Cook County, official says, state reports 145,315 vaccine doses administered, 2,839 new cases, 13 more deaths. Hometown cop fatally hit by car while investigating crash, police. COVID-19 restrictions, including indoor dining ban, may very well return soon in suburban Cook County, public health official says. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. The following headlines are from phys.org. In show of pharaonic heritage, Egypt parades royal mummies. Births among endangered right whales highest since 2015. April, the giraffe that became an online star, dies. Piece of SpaceX rocket debris lands at Washington State Farm. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, April 4th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. How remote work changed our lives and our health. Revenge bedtime procrastination is a thing. Why are we doing it? Can drinking water really help you lose weight? The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. How Brexit ruined Easter for Britain's chocolate makers. Leading off, Otani back on the mound, Sanchez slugging. Training opens a window of hope for Albanian rug weavers. AP photos, Greek cafe still shuttered by COVID-19 measures. Expats struggle to get vaccines in Kuwait, citizens come first. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Horoscopes April 4th, 2021, Robert Downey Jr., be open to suggestions. Bridge, April 4th, 2021. Word Game, April 4th, 2021. Ask Amy, my remarried ex is sleeping with me, what should I do? Dear Abby, I'm very close to my personal trainer, and people are starting to notice. Saturday Night 5, the UCLA Gonzaga epic and what comes next for the Pac-12, hint, it involves football. Saturday's Prep Football Roundup, San Ramon Valley, Camp Olindo, Clayton Valley, MA prevail. Wanted parolee in stolen car dies in Vallejo high-speed police chase. Sharks beat Kings on Gambrell's late goal, move within 1 point of playoff spot. Silent in Seattle, Giants offense blanked, Webb falters in middle innings and series loss. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Pensacola hero who saved 55 people from plane crash has died. Training opens a window of hope for Albanian rug weavers. City of Albuquerque, aerospace company agree to lease deal. The next headlines are from The Intercept. From coyotes to coffin ships, Joe Biden and the border. Why the Idaho GOP wants to ban anti-racist and anti-sexist education. Pipeline company issues broad subpoena to news site that covered protests against it. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, April 4th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Less sugar, please. New studies show low glucose levels might assist muscle repair. Tracking receptor proteins can unveil molecular bases of memory and learning. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 6 hurt in Lakeshore Drive rollover crash near Belmont Avenue. Armed robbers targeting children, teens walking alone on Northwest Side, police. 1 killed, 1 critically hurt, in Roseland shooting, police. 3 people hurt, 2 critically, in Rosamore crash. Missing 79-year-old man may need medical attention. Horoscope for Sunday, April 4th, 2021. Bullpen blows another lead, defense shaky again as White Sox fall to Angels. To the bank, Suggs hits the winner, Gonzaga tops UCLA. Cubs play big in small ball in victory over Pirates. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. St. Louis police investigate officer shootings and never reveal results to oversight board. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, April 4th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. NZ farmer breaks wheat yield world record for a second time, Irish Farmers Journal. Ruth Chepngetich smashes world record at Istanbul Half Marathon, Olympic Channel. You're welcome, shut stream ball in world record win, The Australian. Australia's women a symbol of durability on long world record road, The Guardian. Odisha youth aims Guinness World Record in one-hand hopping, Odisha TV. Cricket, White Ferns fall to defeat as Australia set world record, New Zealand Herald. Ricky Ponting's all-time record broken, Chronicle. From the archives, 1996, Kieran Perkins, the indisputable world number 1, The Age. Muscle Shoals teens unofficially break world record marathon on trampoline, Times Daily. Best putter beats world record time at podium 5 kilometers, Athletics Weekly. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Hacker publishes phone numbers and other data of 533 million Facebook users for free. Amazon mumbles sorry for denying its workers pee in bottles, says Uber and UPS drivers do it, too. This isn't a piece of art, it's an aerial view of a trash-filled landscape. Saturday's best deals, reading pillows, Westinghouse curved gaming monitor, JACHSNY sweaters, Tom Care outdoor accessories, and more. Up your running game with an $18 pair of wireless earbuds with live coaching. Pinterest is reportedly eyeing VSCO acquisition. These text message receipts reportedly led feds to Rep. Matt Gaetz. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Matam in Senegal at 113.72 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Concordia in Antarctica at minus 79.78 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 62.1 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. It's the Toon Squad versus the Goon Squad in Space Jam, a new legacy trailer. Xbox game streaming app is now live on Windows, via a sneaky download. Malicious cheats for Call of Duty, Warzone are circulating online. Waymo CEO John Krafcik steps down. The forgotten director who gave us The Force, inspired 2001, and changed film. U.S. sanctions are squeezing Huawei, but for how long? The following headlines are from Raw Story. Matt Gaetz brutally destroyed on Saturday Night Live after a week of salacious allegations. Racist Much Mike Huckabee slammed for anti-Asian and anti-trans tweet amid rise in violent hate crimes. Georgia Republicans boycott Coca-Cola to protest out of control cancel culture. Congressman reveals he bought bear spray to ward off Trump supporters. Trump facing legal consequences for fleecing supporters with fundraising scams, Watergate prosecutor. Katie Hill speaks out on Matt Gaetz sex scandals. Political crisis facing Ted Cruz on full display during Final Four basketball game. Biden admin takes victory lap as U.S. vaccinates over 4 million Americans in a single day. That's cold-blooded, Trump critics stunned by depths president went to as he scammed supporters out of money. Here's why the Matt Gaetz scandals won't impact his work in Congress. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Stream Montero, call me by your name, if you're a good Christian. Something every frequent flyer should know, you're a super emitter. As corporate America comes out for voting rights, where's next? A scam, new report details how Trump campaign bilked millions from supporters. Chicago police rolled out a cover-up after killing a 13-year-old Latino boy. Republicans rush to cancel baseball. Biden wants $10 billion for a climate army, that isn't nearly enough. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Tracking receptor proteins can unveil molecular basis of memory, learning, study, Hindustan Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, April 4th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, April 4th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno@xenomails2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.